Welcome to the M.O.D.O.K ranking stream, rating with his voices from animation and sadly the one from live action, of course.
Yep, and let's see what we have in store.
So of course you already know the rules, and first things first. Okay, Fresh, go ahead.
All right, I'll start off with I'll start off with Jim Cummings.
All right, you can go ahead.
Yeah, well, I heard him like some stuff here and there, like from the animated Iron Man show from the '90s or '80s or whatever it was. I mean, yeah, it's got a bit of a much more kind of like whenever he's like with either what was it, Mandarin, it's kind of a little bit of a a little bit of a what was it? I'm trying to look for the name of the guy. Igor, I believe, like Igor, like master or anything like that, but still like threatening all the same to give it a much more, you know, ultimate genius, nasty bad guy type of vibe.
Yes, I like his version too because Jim Cummings was the first official voice for M.O.D.O.K.
Oh, well, there's good news for that.
Yeah, and yeah, this hearing the voice like just start command and all that. It's a really good vibe. I liked it. And
Well, just because I heard it.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. So overall, Fresh, where would you put Jim?
A is fine.
Okay. And go ahead, Christian.
Well, since you love his project so much, how about Tom Kenny?
All right. Well, since you picked him, you could go first.
All right, this was my introduction to M.O.D.O.K as a whole, and yeah, the way he voiced him is very similar to Stitch, and it found very funny. Of course, I saw a more serious version of him on a YouTube clip, which we'll talk about a little bit. But yeah, Tom Kenny's version of M.O.D.O.K is very hilarious, and especially one scene where he's talking to Abomination. He's talking about Dr. Doom right behind his back, and funny enough, Dr. Doom is actually right behind M.O.D.O.K, and he got mad at him.
I do remember that too. Like, same with your opinion. This was my introduction to M.O.D.O.K as a whole, and I really don't mind. Like, I don't really care what people said about Tom Kenny's version. It's funny, especially yes, like the Stitch kind of voice, and it makes it more hilarious. Because I remember this one episode where M.O.D.O.K on a white. Oh yeah, it was with Dr. Doom's mom because she was taking control of like the base. And what do you call it? He was in the bathtub and he got soap in his mouth. And I was like, oh, I can hear SpongeBob when he put the soap in his mouth.
Man.
But yeah, overall, he was my top favorite from hearing from M.O.D.O.K. And you, Fresh?
Well, same as the both of you, how I got introduced to him, and yeah, Superhero Squad show overall is basically an even better version of Teen Titans trash. I will say playing M.O.D.O.K is a little bit more of a comedic side since the show balances both comedy and action here and there. Like it's one of the more impressive voices for TK to pull off, and I'll just give it that.
All right, cool. And from the comments section, hey Bobby, how you doing? Those are good ones. Nice. But yeah, overall, Christian, where would you put Mr. Tom Kenny?
Well, of course, S tier.
Awesome. All right, next one. And no offense when I say this, kind of a little bit of a disappointing part because of the voice overall, which he could have done better because he does better with any other kind of voice. Kevin Michael Richardson. So back in 2012, there was this Marvel mashup where you just give actors like Marvel roles. With his version of M.O.D.O.K, it sounded like Snaroid from Ben 10 Omniverse.
Oh, Snarrow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so he's using that type of voice. Okay, yeah, no disrespect to Kevin, but you could have used a more fitting voice. Like, okay, if you would if you were Kevin, what voice would you give M.O.D.O.K instead?
Well, depending what kind of direction you're going on. it's a combination with his Joker and Dumangu.
Oh, those are good ones. Okay, so I would go with that. But hearing right now, since you said Snarrow, that means he's using his Cleveland Jr. voice. That's not fitting. So I never heard his version of Iron Man. So I'm sorry, Kevin, but I wish you did better.
Iron Man. You mean M.O.D.O.K.
Mother-
It's alright, it's alright. But then again, what I explained with the Marvel mashup is basically from Spidey and the Spidey friends. No, not like that. I'm sorry. Where you oh, sorry, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, look, you could just say just taking certain clips from like the classic Marvel shows and then just other like voice actors just dubbing them.
Yes, thank you. Because I don't know what kind of direction Marvel was going with. Because for example, Tom Kenny, he was part of that mashup shorts, and he played Aunt May, and I was like, what? That's interesting. Yeah. But overall, Kevin, again, it's not his fault. It's how they were directing him at the time. So this would be nice with him. I did like the voice a little, but could have done better. So I'll just put him in C.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Fresh.
Charlie Adler.
All right. And go ahead.
What I guess let's say like the voice itself, I like hearing it like from stuff like Phineas and Ferb and Avengers Assemble, and it's I guess it's much more kind of it's on the same level as Jim Cummings, but a little bit teensy bit much more threatening. No offense, but that's just how it sounds. It just
I agree.
It is.
Also, hi Scarlett.
Hey, Scarlett. Oh, she changed her name?
What?
Sometimes she does.
Okay.
Also, yes, Bobby, we did hear about the recent news.
It makes sense. I told that.
Mm-hmm. Well, with his M.O.D.O.K. First got introduced to his M.O.D.O.K. through Avengers Assemble and Phase for Mission Marvel. Guys say the voice is really cool. It kind of reminds me of his portrayals of Doctor Doom, Sabretooth, Cobra Commander, and it's just really badass overall.
Well, that's how I described it as well. Like, yes, you just summed up right there.
You just basically summed up for me, but my main introduction was mention Marvel, but seeing his designs in Ultimate Spider-Man Adventures Assemble, I don't get why his skin is gray, but I still like his design, and his voice is very perfect. And what voice range was Charlie using for M.O.D.O.K?
Well, yes, as I said before, it was the range of Doctor Doom and Cobra Commander.
Okay. But yeah, Charlie is one of the great M.O.D.O.Ks for me.
I like how Bobby's keep calling Charlie Charles, even though that's his like true full name, Charles Michael Adler. But respect.
Oh wait, hold up. His middle name is Michael?
Yeah.
What?
Huh.
Yeah, his middle name is Michael. You didn't know that?
I was like, I was just making sure if I was hearing clearly. Like, I already knew that. I was just like hearing.
Well, I didn't.
That's okay. But overall, first, where would you put Mr. Charlie?
Well, obviously, yes.
Okay, Christian, go ahead.
The MCU M.O.D.O.K.
Oh yeah, Corey Stoll. Like, yes, this guy, he had to play one of the most, coolest villains from the Ant-Man movie, like, Yellow Jacket. But sadly got downgraded to play live action M.O.D.O.K. How embarrassing is that?
Okay, now, before the movie came out, there was a Funko Pop of M.O.D.O.K. and he had a mask on, which would look absolutely sick, cool. But when they showed the trailer, what has happened to him? I mean, it looks like a knockoff of Dr. Electro. I'm sorry, Mr. Electro from Sharp Boy and Lava Girl.
Electric.
Yeah, Mr. Electric. Yeah, but seeing the memes, I was like, damn. And yeah, I did say this to all of you, especially to Mastermind, because he agrees to this as well. He should have just kept the mask on, but no, just seeing that, that face, no offense, but because I didn't see the newest Ant-Man movie from last year, but hearing about it and then how Yellow Jacket became M.O.D.O.K, I was like, oh, so that's what happened. Okay.
I'm not even interested in seeing Ant-Man Wasp. We all know it sucked.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, wrong movie. Ant-Man Quantumania.
I mean, motherfucker, Ant-Man 3.
That's all right. And of course, I know you didn't see the movie, but first, you have any opinion or no?
I mean, I guess it would have worked better if you had a much more hideous looking face because, well, I like even though Modok is in like the original source material is supposed to be like all grotesque and ugly and everything like that. You could have just like CGI in another face instead of just using like a noble looking guy. Like, oh, he doesn't look that convincing to be a bad guy. I mean, he's good as Yellow Jacket, but he's just way too good looking for Modok.
Wow.
That's how some.
Oh wow.
That's
Go
how
ahead.
some people would describe it as. Like that's what the team would say. You'd be like, "Oh, who we cast as Modok? Oh, I know. Let's get that same guy that played Yellow Jackets." Oh wait, don't you think it's gonna be bad? Nah, forget it. This guy's too awesome. But no.
If you would,
go ahead.
if you were to pick who would voice play as M.O.D.O.K in the MCU instead of the Yellow Jacket actor, who would you choose?
Well, yeah, this is an obvious choice. Steve Buscemi.
Ooh, that's a good one. Fresh.
Alright, so I did say kind of like replace the face with CGI looking and just give it a voice instead. So I would say I honestly can't choose.
That's all right.
Well, you're thinking. What about you, Christian?
Well, let's see. It needs to be very menacing. I agree with Steve Buscemi, but who else could work? Well, I'll just agree with Steve.
Oh, I got it. James Woods, like from my side.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Bobby. We heard the news earlier. But yeah, again, it's not Corey's fault. It's, again, like at the time of 2023, how they were directing some of their MCU movies, except Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They actually did good with that movie, but still, other than that, I'm sorry for Corey. He had to downgrade to M.O.D.O.K, especially like a ridiculous one. So yeah, so I hope everybody agrees to this, like with F.
Well, obviously, it deserves an F. I mean, as Yellow Jacket, he would consider it A, but as M.O.D.O.K, of course, F.
All right, next one. A very funny one, but it works actually. Patton Oswalt. So of course, 2021 they announced a M.O.D.O.K show with Patton Oswalt playing him, and yeah, although I didn't see all the episodes, I saw clips on YouTube. And I'm gonna say yes, pulling a funny side and is sarcastic in a way. I liked it.
I didn't see the show either, but I saw some clips. And yeah, he's all right. I don't know why they chose Patton Oswalt. I mean, he's not a bad actor. I'm just curious of why they chose Patton.
Yeah. What was I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I know Christian. You've seen this video because I saw your comment where he M.O.D.O.K's getting roasted by Mrs. Sinister and of course later.
Oh, I guess I forgot about that. What did I say?
It was something about Kevin because Kevin Christian played Mr. Sinister in that one.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, okay. Say James Wood is. Okay, that's a good point. But yeah. And speaking of which, Fresh, your opinion?
Well, it was a little bit off-putting at first. I guess it just kind of like gave me elements of okay. I guess it would work for his characters like Remy, adults, Adam Goldberg, and Nom Nom.
Good ones, yeah. But yeah, overall with Patton, I would put him in B.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, and go on, Fresh Show.
Like what? The last one that I kind of like heard from is Lee Tokar.
Yeah. Okay. So of course you go first.
I believe that was Iron Man Armored Adventures, and
Yes.
it was a little bit like a surprising one. I can't really remember like what the voice sounded like, but I guess it was kind of like awesome in opinion. I guess it kind of sounds a little bit much more kind of machine like for some weird
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, you're in the right direction. It was like Modify using his own voice and then Modify, kind of similar to like how Ben Diskin did Venom and Eddie Brock, saying "I am M.O.D.O.K." And I gotta say, the design of from M.O.D.O.K. from that show was pretty badass.
So yes, it was. But the
But
goggles, man, like the goggles made him kind of look like freaking Eggman.
He does, because I'm in beyond voice actors, and you're right.
oh man, uh, and of course, Christian, if you have an opinion or not, go ahead.
I don't, because I never seen Armored Adventures, and I didn't know Lee Tolgart voiced Modok.
That's alright. But for opinion wise, Fresh, where would you put it, Lee?
I'll put him in B.
All right, go on, Christian.
I never put the game all the way through, so I never heard his version of Modok. So let's choose Michael J. Go.
Okay, yeah. So the actor that plays Shrek for Mike Myers in video games, who played what was it? Oh, for Christian, do you remember that lieutenant dude from Benton?
Oh, Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
that's
no, no, no,
him.
no. Oh, that's Pokemon. That's Pokemon.
Yeah,
Let's Such
yeah,
a
that's alright.
bitch.
But yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, he played in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Heard a little bit of his version as well earlier, and I'm trying to make the comparison. What did he sound like? Like I, I'm just gonna go back. But if any of you played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, do you have an opinion?
I haven't, but nice to know that he's there. So, for me,
And let's check back as well. Let's see here. Oh, go. Oh, so that's what it sounded like for me. Okay, so for his Modok voice, in my opinion, it sounds like Michael is trying to do an impression of Corey Burns' Count Dooku from Star Wars.
Ooh, Count Modok.
hmm But yeah, this is my opinion. And from hearing that, Christian, where would you put him?
How about B?
Okay. Now I'm gonna go for the one that people prefer the most, Wally Wingert, who voiced him in the Capcorn video games. Let's see here. Yeah.
Capcom. What the?
Uh,
You said
uh,
Capcorn. What the heck?
I'm sorry, my fault, my fault. Was it Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
Marvel versus Capcom.
He just
It,
got that.
you just like wow.
Is your mic delayed? I believe
I've always
it
said
is.
Cap.
Aw.
You said Capcorn. Did you miss said that?
Yeah, Christian. That's why I'm saying he just got that because Fresh just pointed it out. No,
Anyway,
but
continue.
so with Wally Wingert's version, I've heard it, and to me, it sounds like him doing. Okay, I know this show came way before TMNT 2012, but it sounds like him doing an impression of Nolan North's Krang's voice, but more serious and badass.
Well, okay, I guess I can like hear that.
hmm But yeah, with Wally Wingert's like range from John from the Garfield Show, Cubot, and I was like, yeah, because he's voiced other like Marvel characters like Ant-Man, Doctor Strange. I was like, yeah, Wally got some range. So that's just from my opinion. And anybody else?
Well, I haven't heard from him. So.
Me
Okay.
neither. And the first time he ever voiced him was in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
hmm
Oh wait. Earth, right. When you say Earth's Mightiest Heroes, yes, now I remember because I remember like watching his origins on WatchMojo.com, and I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. I guess it has a much more type of little bit nasty type of sounding vibe and everything, and a little more of a humor side because when Wasp was like insulting him, he was like, "Be silent!" So like,
hmm So overall, yeah, I'll put Wally in S. He did really good. All right. Okay, Fresh, go ahead.
Mike Wingert. Mick Wingert.
I was about to put it, but it's okay. Mick Wingert. So to help you out, he played yes, M.O.D.O.K in Marvel Future Adventures from 2020. I gotta say, this is really surprising because with Mick Wingert just doing like a lot of pressures like with Poe and Iron Man and the Joker, with his M.O.D.O.K, it's like a mix with Charlie Adler and Wally Wingert.
Well, I don't know how that's possible. That sounds pretty interesting.
But yeah, I haven't watched much of the show, but again, when I heard his version, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, I'll give you a chance. So, and with Christian, if you've heard the voice or seen the show.
No, I have not. But I'll give your opinion on it.
All right. I would give him an A. And that leaves us with David Boat, who played him in the first Marvel Lego game. And like, Fresh, I know you've seen the game here and there. Like, what's your opinion?
I didn't even like know that he was M.O.D.O.K, and if I had like been able to hear, because most of the time it's just characters like making like grunting noises, but like it's all right.
I mean, yeah, to me, again, it's like, okay, with David Bowie voicing him in, like, yes, Lego Marvel Superheroes, it's like a version I heard was, yeah, he's doing a little bit of Tom Kenny's version and Charlie Adler's version saying, I am M.O.D.O.K, and all that. So it's pretty good from my side. But yeah, overall, yeah, with David's, I would put him in B. And yeah, that is it for the M.O.D.O.K ranking from voices and sadly, yes, of course, live action. And hope everybody enjoyed the stream.
And I did.
Awesome. All right, well, see you guys next week.
Sure.
Bye.